Hello, lovely people. So it's Saturday, and with Saturday, it's really great because I get to spend time with my cats and do gardening and think about all the creative things I can do, such as maybe putting my Staghorn Fern and my air plants on a mount. So what I have here is something that I pulled out from a gigantic tree trunk. I'm not even sure what kind of wood this is, but it has this curve in it, which I initially wanted to use it for an orchid mount, but I'm thinking now it's so huge and it has such character. And see this? It has such character that maybe, just maybe, I could put my fern on there. And who knows, I can probably try to put that in there too, or that, or this one that Chris sent to me. It has new growth right here. I don't know yet. I think I will have to work it out as I go, and my style is just to wing it. So let's get started. This fern looks like it's potted in just regular, maybe potting soil or peat moss. I'm going to take it out and then take most of the soil out and then replace it with my sphagnum that I have over there. And since this is an air plant, but I've read that you can actually just use potting soil with it. What I'm just going to do is probably break it into two. Keep one of them in the pot and the other one just an air plant because it is an air plant. So I think it'll be okay if I just mist it occasionally and keep the humidity higher, and the roots will not have a problem because these guys, they don't take nutrients using their roots anyway. Look at all the green roots. This is pretty awesome. And I apologize for the noise in the background, the water noise, and that's actually the guys who are coming in to pour the foundation for my new greenhouse that my dad is building for me. So I do apologize. They've been working on it since 7 this morning. I'll loosen the root ball a little bit. It looks really tight. So just gently work my hands in there, just to aerate the roots a little bit. I was able to remove about half of the potting medium, and I'm going to do something that I have not seen done before on the internet. Maybe somebody has already done it, but I kept these little guys, not really like they're stretchable mesh that you get when you buy you buy fruits or vegetables or garlic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sort of like a root ball or a moss ball. So I'm going to put a potting medium in here and also my fern root. And I'm going to put it in there. And then I'm going to attach it in here. Here's my sphagnum moss mixed in or soaked with a little bit of water. I also am going to be mixing in some bark chips, like really coarse, big bark chips. I think I've seen a lot of videos where they show that people, when they mount their fern, they're doing it with just peat moss in a potting mix. Oh, evil kitty. Or they're using all sphagnum moss. But I've also read that they are epiphytes, so you should use a little bit of bark in there as well. So that's what I'm going to do. And because of my little mesh thing, I'm going to be able to... Ow, those things are like stabbing me. That is not moss. And because my mesh thing is going to be able to keep the bark in, it's going to be pretty cool to look at. And I think it will look good when it's like right next to all those pieces of bark. So I'm just mixing this around to encourage it to soak in more water. Wet sphagnum is easier to work with than dry sphagnum, although I really do not like to work with wet sphagnum. So what I'm doing here is I'm wrapping a layer of sphagnum around my root ball, and I'm not going to be able to show you guys everything that I'm doing because my right hand is injured and it can't touch water at all. So I'm just gonna try to juggle doing this with one hand with my left hand, and I'm not left-handed, so it's gonna be quite a struggle. Ooh, it looks so cool. Okay, now here's the hard part for me anyway, because I only have one hand. I'm gonna zip tie this part in to tighten it so the ball is complete, but I'll have to weave my zip tie in and out of here to make sort of like a drawstring, and then I'll pull it in. Wish me luck. I made the root ball too fat, if you can believe that. I just kind of squeezed it because it was mostly sphagnum moss, and then I stuck it into this little sort of like a cave area. I don't know how to, a hollow area in the piece of bark. I'm thinking I might even put this air plant here just to kind of distract the eye from that mesh in there, and maybe I'll put the air plants, some air plants up here too to add color, that quill, the quill air plant. Not sure if I particularly like this part exposed. The zip tie looks kind of weird. I'm thinking I might glue this over here. I don't know. See if it fits. Might be too big. I don't have anything smaller. Just so it could cover up that side. I don't want to put too many plants up because I tried doing that. I tried putting some more plants here, but then it's just too many plants. So we'll see how this one turns out. I'll glue it. Hopefully it stays. Thinking maybe like that. Oh, and I was also able to just drop my pot of air plants into here, so that way I don't have to pull it out and make a moss ball or anything like that. That way it's, the roots are still there. Whoops, that fell. So if I need to water it separately from the other guys, I can just pull it out. I'm done. Okay, so I do have to admit it looks a little bit extreme. Very busy, but I don't care. I just need to consolidate a whole bunch of stuff, and this is my way of doing it, and it looks, to me, it looks okay. It's busy, but okay. Here it is from the front. Ah, devil cat, stop it. My little fern is hanging like this, and then my bigger hybrid tillandsia is down here. My smaller one's here just to cover up some ugly stuff in the back. I put this tillandsia here on the top with the pot still in there. It's still inside of its pot. I just dropped it in. It sat perfectly in there, which is really great. And down below, I showed you guys that I glued this part on. And here are my tillandsia, my smaller ones that are healthier, just sticking out, covering up some ugly stuff. And there they are, some more right there. I'll probably drill a hole here and then hang it up. I really like it. I don't care if it's too busy. It's just my way of putting everything together because I really don't have the space, and I just have so much stuff. I have so much clutter, so I just threw everything that I could onto here. I mean, the healthy ones. I also read that these guys like to be misted, so I will mist them occasionally just to increase humidity. And I think there's actually a new growth right here. I'm not really sure. We'll see how it goes. So far it's doing okay. Here's a little sneak peek at what's being done for my future greenhouse. Devil Cat is joining me over there. So this is the foundation that was poured today. This is 10 by 20 feet. It's in front of my shed, and this is the smaller part of my backyard that's supposed to be kind of like out of sight, kind of ugly away from the other side, which isn't that great either, but really it's a work in progress. So let's walk in here. Actually, I will show you. Sorry if I'm gonna make you guys throw up, have motion sickness. This is the entrance into my garage. That's Devil Cat. And this is the foundation. I'm not going to walk onto it, obviously. It's just been poured. I'm hoping Devil Cat won't walk on it either. He will leave cute little footprints. 10 by 20 feet. We're going to build it out of wood and polycarbonate sheets. And then this one is sort of like a smaller stepping place, so we can walk down here. Whoa. And I'm assuming my dad left this. I have no idea what he left it for, to be honest. Probably he didn't want to pour it like right next to the fence. Let's see. Uh-oh, Devil Cat. Hey! So Devil Cat was about to climb onto the concrete. So I had to bring him back, and because he's a Devil Cat, I couldn't grab him. He would have bitten my hand off for sure this time. So I can't film it anymore because Devil Cat follows me everywhere. I'll just film him licking his butt while I talk about a little bit more about my future greenhouse. Kitty butt, future greenhouse. Just think about the future greenhouse. My dad and I did a lot of research, and we just felt like for the cheaper greenhouses, it was just not worth it because they had bad ratings. They weren't that great. They weren't the way that we wanted it to be. We decided to make our own greenhouse. We're gonna build it so we don't have to spend a lot of money, because the good greenhouses that we were thinking of getting were just too expensive. A smaller one was up in the 5,000. Hey, Devil Cat is busy. Maybe I can go and look at my greenhouse foundation now. I never knew pouring concrete was so expensive. If I had known, actually I would still have done it, because I think it looks really good. It makes everything look better, and also it's sturdy. I don't have to worry so much about like what's on the floor. I can just water everything. I don't have to worry about it rotting. It's just really great. I don't want to talk too much about everything because we do have a plan in mind, but we will, or I will, record it as I go and then post it for you to see.